Good morning, students. Now we will start with the second part. Now we have seen comparing values with visualization variations of bar chart. Now next topic is variations of visualizing dates and times. Okay. So what's my notepad? Okay. So now we have seen comparing values with variations of bar chart. That was bullet chart, bar and bar chart, and highlighting the category of interest. Now second thing is visualization of visualizing dates and times. Okay. For that we are using variations of dates and time. Here for comparing values, we used variations of bar chart. For visualizing dates and times, we are using variations of dates and times. So in that, first one is date part and date value. Second one is heat map. I hope everyone will be aware of heat map. So the next one is Gantt chart. Gantt chart also I hope that everyone have been heard in operating system subject. In operating system, CPU scheduling algorithm, it is represented with Gantt chart, where a series of events will happen and it will be of same category. All the events will be of same category. One will be depending on other. One has to start when one operation is going on. Whenever that operation is ending, the next operation has to be started. So that these both operations are dependent on each other. So such things and all we can easily visualize using Gantt chart. Okay. So this is what we are going to see in this video, visualizing dates and times. In that, variations of dates and times. First one is date part, date value, heat map, and Gantt chart. So let's start. First one is date part, date value. So see, here there is a dimension called as date of admit, right? So if I'm double clicking that, it came to columns, right? So I think every one of you know, if you click this plus icon, it will be extended to the next, that is the quarter. That is when I'm minusing, it is showing only 2017 and 18. That is the year. Okay, when I'm extending it, the quarter came in 2017 itself. 1 year will be divided into 4 quarters. 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, 3 months. So it divided like that. Then again, if you click the plus icon, month came. In each quarter, which all months? January, February, March, next quarter. So these are the date parts actually. Okay. So I'm removing these things. So I'm just generating. I took date of admit here. Now I'm taking where is that? Number of patients. Okay, number of patients visits from measures to rows. So this is the graph generated. We are basically seeing here the different types of date parts that you can use. Okay. So this is what is this data? In 2017, the number of patients was 3000 something. And in 2018, the patient number of patients visit was 3200. Okay. This is year-wise data. Nothing much to see here now. If you click on bar chart, it will be more visualizing, but I'm taking only line chart only. Now, if I extend this, so this is the data of 2 years in different quarters. Quarters means the first quarter, that is the January, February, March. 3 months data is this. In these 3 months, number of patients visited is, it's not year wise, now it's year wise and quarter wise. And if we extend this, this will become monthly wise. No need of that. Currently this. So you might have seen this. I can't make it entire view. So you might have seen this view in your record. There is this experiment in your lab manual. In visualizing dates and times, I think first. So here what you have to understand is, I know this is very easy, but one thing you have to understand from this is, if you click here, on this year date values, if you click on this left icon or here, if you click here or here, you can see year, quarter, month, day. Then again year, quarter, month, week, day. Sorry, right. So I would say this is date part and this is date value. Just keep in mind that. Okay. What it is? This is date part and this is date value. I hope you understood. This is date part. The upper one is date part and this is date value. And variations of date parts and date values, we can get different visualizations. And that is a heat map and Gantt chart. Okay. What I'm trying to tell is, again, I'll go back. What I'm trying to tell is, in the data set, there is one date of admit, date of discharge. If you take this date of admit, you can use it in different ways. Okay, you can use it in different ways. It is not only giving you the year-wise data, it will give you the quarter-wise data, monthly-wise data, day-wise data, anything. So by clicking here and using which, if whether you want the date part or date value, you can use different variations. So here I took year, the number of patients visit I'm taking. So we got this data. So I'm taking the month part of that. So this is the month part. So this is the aggregated value. For example, this data set is containing data of 2017 and 2018. So this January number of patients visited 737 means it is both January of 2017 and 18 data aggregated into one. Okay. So what I will do, I will take, this is actually showing the sum of patients visited in February in both 2017 and 18. This is sum of patients visited. 530 is the sum of patients visited in 2017 March and 2018 March. So I'm taking different part of the date. That is, the month is a part of the date. So I'm taking the year part of the date to color. So let's see what happens. This date of admit, if you drag to colors, now see the year part appeared in color. So you are using the different, actually here you are using the different parts of the date to create different visualizations. I hope you understood. The year part is here in marks card in colors and the month part is in columns. So we got a visualization where we can easily compare. See, now the patient visited in January is 364. In 2000, blue color is 2017. So in 2017, 364 and 2018 it is 373. So before that, a total of that was shown here. And now when we took year part also, now it is split and showing. So now that we can easily compare, right? 2-year data here. So this is the first one I told. This is the first one, that is the date part and date value. Now we will see heat map. Heat map is also generated in a similar way by using this date part and month part. Okay, so this is what this visualization is what heading we can give here is patients visited in different years. Okay, this is the heading, and here the sheet name you can give as hierarchy of dates. Actually, it's actually the hierarchy of dates. Because the first in the hierarchy, the first year will come, then month, then quarter, then month, then date. So that is the hierarchy. So any of that parts you can use to create different visualizations. I hope you understood. Now using this different parts of the date, we are going to create heat map. So guys, heat map is actually, you might have seen it everywhere. You all are like maybe you will be playing different games, or you will be enrolling into some videos or some Coursera or Udemy or something like that. So there will be streaks in that, or for example, lead code. If you are practicing problems in lead code, you can see your streaks. If you're daily coming, visiting that website and solving one problem, they will show you one streak that you have, like your streak is 27 days or 45 days or 43 days. And if you missed 1 or 2 days, that streak you will lose, right? So for visualizing that, they are using heat map. So here I will take different parts of the date. So I'm going to create, after creating, I will explain. So date of admit, I'm taking two columns, and here I'm making it as day value. Click here. So as I told, this is the date part and this is the date value. This from here to here, it is date part. This here to here, it is date value. So I'm clicking the day value, not the day part. I'm clicking the day value. Don't get confused. This is the day part and this is the day value. Click on the day value. So we got like this, and now I'm taking month. So I'm taking the month part. I'm sorry. Okay. Actually, here also we are taking day part, not value. See, here I have took the date part, and here I have took the date value. If you got confused, I'll show it again. So basically, I'm taking the day part and month part to create heat map. So date of admit I'm taking here, and date of admit I'm taking here also, and both in rows and columns. So both now in both on rows and columns we got year. So that's why it is showing here 2017-18, 2017-18. Now in the columns I'm going to make it as day part. Okay. And now what happened? In the columns it is appearing day part. Every day is appearing 1 to 23 of that month. Then in the rows I'm going to change this year part as month part. Okay. Now we got one matrix selecting where the columns is days and the rows is showing months, representing months. Now what I want to see, now we got a matrix of month and days. Now I will take the number of patients visits from this measures to colors. Okay. So this is the heat map. You can see the entire view by clicking here. Here I can't make it because of this. So this is the like heat map. Okay. So this light color indicate less patients and dark color. So for more, I think in your record it's a different color. So let's change the color and see. Edit colors. It is red gold, I think. Okay. And we'll set one border also so that it will be easy to understand. So if you set one border, so now you can easily understand, in January. So now year is not there. So January number of patients visited on January 1. See, it is earlier we have seen here here this data was the data of January 2017, the whole month we had 364 patients, but this is the number of patients visited in January 1, and this is number of patients visited in January 2. Each day wise we are getting the data, and this darker color indicates more patients who have visited in that day. Similar to if you are practicing in lead code or HackerRank or some coding websites, they will also show one similar heat map that you have visited. If every day you are visiting your January, all the days will be colored. And if you are in one day itself, suppose in January 10 I'm solving 3 problems, it will be more shown in darker color. And in January 9 I have done only one program, I have solved only one program, coding problem, then it will be shown in light color. So there also they are using this heat map. So here also we can use in to check the hospital data where number of patients visited. I hope this is easy and everyone understood. So now, so this is heat map. So this is uh, number of patients visited each day. And here this sheet is called as heat map. Okay. Now coming to the third part, that is the Gantt chart. Gantt chart is, as I earlier told, it is basically used to represent a series of events. See, a series of event is happening, which is of same category. For example, CPU scheduling algorithms. In CPU scheduling, what is happening when you are switching on the system? Multiple operations is happening inside the operating systems, right? So after one event happens, the next event will start, and some events will happen parallelly, and some events will be dependable. Like after one event, only one the next event can start. So such things and all can be easily visualized using Gantt chart. So here also I'm going to show you one thing, then I'll explain it to you. So Gantt chart, here if you see in the marks card, now it is automatic, it is showing T, that is label. It will change to the, here in the marks card, there is one thing called as Gantt bar. If you see the symbol, it is showing this. So I will show you, Tableau will automatically recognize the data as Gantt chart. I will show you that. So first you take the department data to the filters, because I want to know whether in in that hospital how many patients are visiting this ER. ER is emergency room. So many patients will be coming to the emergency room. So how many patients are visiting the emergency room, I want to know. So just filter it to that department. I want only that department's data. And take the date of admit also to the filters, because I need only the 2018 year data. So filter it to 2018, because otherwise not too much data will be there. So we are filtering like that. Now what I'm going to do, now I want day, because okay. So now I'm going to select the day. Taking the date of admit to the columns, and here I'm not clicking for heat map. We used day part. For Gantt chart, I'm taking day value. Okay, day value. If you click, see automatically what happened. This automatic changed from T to that Gantt bar. Gantt bars of this shape, so it automatically Tableau automatically identify this as a Gantt chart. So in columns, we have date values, January 1, February 1, we have date values. Then we are taking patient name to rows. So this is basically Gantt chart. It is not completed. So you can see every patient list of patient names are listed here in the rows. And in the columns, it is showing first of every month, right? Why it is showing, why we didn't choose day value? Why we didn't choose day part? Why we choose day value? You understood, I think. Now it is showing like this. Now what we want is, this is not completed. To complete this Gantt chart, again I have to make one small calculation. I want to calculate like how many days they were in the hospital. See, these are this first person, Alfred Barber. His day of admit was February 2. But we don't know how many days he was in the hospital and whether he came back again to the hospital, because it's a series of events, right? First he is coming to the hospital, then doctor will tell him again come to the hospital. So we don't know whether how many days he stayed. So for that purpose, we can do a calculation. Click on analysis. As we did the calculation in the bullet chart, we did one calculation. Similar to that, click on this analysis, create calculated field. Give the heading as number of days in the hospital or duration in the hospital. I'm giving duration in the hospital. And we are calculating number of days in the hospital. So how we will calculate that? It is basically date of discharge minus date of admit minus date of discharge, right? So we are taking date difference actually. So click on this date difference. If you type date, we'll get date difference. Inside that, so when you hover that, while you're giving the data, they will show as date part. comma, start date, comma, end date. Okay. So date part is actually day. We have chosen day. The day here, I'm talking about this day. This day I'm talking about. So that's why we are giving day here, comma, date of admit. Start date is date of admit and end date is date of discharge. Okay, so the calculation is valid, no errors. Then apply and okay. Now that calculation is appearing in measures, duration in the hospital. I hope everyone is seeing under measures, we can see the duration in the hospital. So drag it to the size on the marks card, not anywhere else. And make sure it is, when you are dragging and dropping something, make sure it is coming to where you are intended to put it. Okay. How you will make sure that you just see the symbol. Every field on the marks card is having one symbol. So just make sure that you are selecting that like when you're dragging and dropping, it might go to another fields. So make sure that it is coming to size only. So now this is Gantt chart. Okay, you won't might be confusing. So what does this indicate? The first patient, Aaron Ricks, he came to hospital in 18th January, and he was there for 9 days in the hospital. Again, he didn't come back. Then we'll take this patient, Andrew. He came on 4th March. He was there in the hospital for 35 days. Then again, he came on April 23rd. 58 days he was there in the hospital. Then he didn't come, I think. I don't know. Yes. Uh, yeah, that same person has again came in December 2018. Andrew Gonsalves, yes, Andrew Gonsalves. In December 12th, he again came and he was there for 10 days, right? So for this calculation, we are using, it's a series of events, right? Once one patient came, till this much days he was there. So similar in operating systems, inside CPU scheduling, for CPU scheduling, one operation will take this much time. Then after that operation, again it might happen. So again it will come like that. So I'm not explaining, I'm not going to operating system. I think you will be knowing already that. So this is basically Gantt charts used for. Now we can do the sorting. We'll do one sorting and see. Just click on the patient name, click on sort. Sort by field. I want it to sort by the field, and the field should be date of admit. So it will be sorted according to the date of admission. And you give minimum so that whoever is in the hospital for the minimum time will be showing first. So now this is the Gantt chart that will be given in your lab manual. Please check that. So this is according to the date of admit. So first Lawrence Simon in January 1 he came. Then the last patient, let us check. Neil, he came in December 31 of 2018 because we have 2017 and 18 data, but we filtered 2018 data. So December 31 he came. I hope everyone understood. Okay. So this is Gantt chart. So let's stop here. So now what all things we have seen is we are visualizing the different dates and times and the variations of that. So we saw date part, date value, then we saw heat map, then we saw Gantt chart. Actually, heat map is very easy. If any confusions, go back to the video and again see. Okay, click here, entire view, then you can see it entirely. So bye guys, prepare well.